Sleep is a fundamental part of our lives, as crucial as breathing or eating. However, the way we sleep is not static. It changes dramatically as we journey through different stages of life. From our teenage years to our senior years, our bodies undergo significant transformations. These changes, often driven by hormones and our internal body clocks, have a profound impact on our sleep patterns. Understanding these shifts is the first step towards ensuring we get the quality rest our bodies and minds need to thrive at every age. It's a common myth that we simply need less sleep as we get older. But the truth is more complex than that. We often hear that teenagers are lazy for sleeping in, or that it's normal for older adults to sleep poorly. However, these are misconceptions. The reality is that physiological changes make good sleep a challenge at certain life stages. During adolescence, a natural shift in our internal clock makes it hard for teens to fall asleep early. Later in life, hormonal fluctuations during menopause can lead to night sweats and frequent awakenings. As we enter old age, the very structure of our sleep changes, becoming lighter and more fragmented. It is vital to recognize these are biological challenges, not personal failings. Chronic sleep loss at any age is not something to be ignored. It is linked to a higher risk of serious health problems. These can include mental health issues like anxiety and depression. They also include physical conditions such as cardiovascular disease, metabolic disorders like diabetes, and even neurodegenerative diseases later in life. Getting enough restorative sleep is a cornerstone of long-term health. It allows our brains to process information, our bodies to repair themselves, and our immune systems to stay strong. Therefore, prioritizing sleep is one of the most important things we can do for our well-being. Fortunately, while these changes are a natural part of life, poor sleep does not have to be. There are practical and effective strategies we can use to improve our sleep quality at every stage. Small adjustments to our daily routines and sleep environment can make a significant difference. From managing screen time as a teenager to keeping the bedroom cool during menopause, simple habits can help us navigate these challenges. This essay will explore the specific sleep changes that occur during adolescence, menopause, and old age, and provide clear, actionable advice to help you sleep better, no matter your age. Adolescence is a time of immense growth and change, and this extends to sleep. The teenage brain is still developing, and this process requires a substantial amount of rest. Experts recommend that teenagers between the ages of 13 and 18 get between 8 to 10 hours of sleep per night. This sleep is crucial for learning, memory consolidation, and emotional regulation. However, a vast majority of teenagers are not meeting this target. Many get less than 7 hours, creating a significant sleep deficit that can negatively affect their school performance and mental health. This chronic tiredness is a widespread issue. One of the main reasons for this is a biological phenomenon known as delayed sleep phase disorder. During puberty, a teenager's internal body clock or circadian rhythm naturally shifts. The release of the sleep hormone melatonin is delayed, making it difficult for them to feel sleepy before 11 p.m. or even later. This means they are biologically programmed to go to bed late and wake up late. Unfortunately, this conflicts with early school start times, forcing them to wake up when their bodies are still in a deep sleep phase, leaving them feeling groggy and sleep-deprived throughout the day. The problem is made worse by modern lifestyle factors. Heavy homework loads, late-night extracurricular activities, and social pressures all push bedtimes later. The biggest culprit, however, is often the use of screens. The blue light emitted from phones, tablets, and computers suppresses melatonin production, tricking the brain into thinking it is still daytime. This makes it even harder for a teenager to wind down and fall asleep at a reasonable hour. The combination of this biological shift and environmental pressures creates a perfect storm for chronic sleep deprivation, which some experts call a public health issue. To combat this, teenagers can adopt several helpful habits. First, maintaining a consistent sleep schedule, even on weekends, is vital. This helps to regulate the body's internal clock and reduces what is called social jet lag. Second, it is crucial to create a screen-free wind-down period for at least an hour before bed. Instead of scrolling through social media, they could read a book or listen to calming music. Finally, avoiding stimulants like caffeine, heavy meals, and intense exercise in the late evening can also help prepare the body for a restful night's sleep. Menopause marks another significant life stage where sleep patterns are profoundly disrupted. This transition, which typically occurs in a woman's late 40s or early 50s, is defined by major hormonal shifts. The levels of estrogen and progesterone decline significantly. These hormones play a key role in sleep regulation. For instance, progesterone has a sleep-promoting effect, and estrogen helps regulate body temperature and is involved in the synthesis of melatonin. As these hormones fluctuate and decrease, many women find their ability to get a full, uninterrupted night of sleep becomes a serious challenge, affecting over 40% of women in perimenopause. The most common sleep problems that emerge during this time are insomnia, obstructive sleep apnea, and restless leg syndrome. Insomnia, the difficulty falling or staying asleep, can affect up to 60% of menopausal women. Many report waking up multiple times during the night and struggling to get back to sleep. The risk of obstructive sleep apnea, a condition where breathing repeatedly stops and starts, also increases, reaching rates similar to those seen in men. This happens partly because the hormonal changes can affect the muscle tone in the upper airway, making it more likely to collapse during sleep. One of the most well-known symptoms of menopause, hot flashes, is a major sleep disruptor. These sudden feelings of intense heat can cause drenching night sweats, forcing a woman to wake up from a deep sleep. The body's internal thermostat goes awry, making it difficult to cool down, which is a necessary step for falling and staying asleep. Even women who do not experience severe hot flashes often report a decrease in sleep quality, with more micro-awakenings throughout the night. This fragmentation of sleep means they wake up feeling unrefreshed even if they have been in bed for many hours. Thankfully, there are practical steps women can take to manage these sleep disturbances. Keeping the bedroom environment cool, dark, and quiet is essential. Using lightweight, breathable bedding and wearing cotton pajamas can help manage night sweats. It can also be beneficial to eat tryptophan-rich foods like milk, bananas, or turkey a few hours before bed, as tryptophan is a precursor to melatonin. For persistent issues, cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia or CBTI has been shown to be highly effective. This therapy helps to change the thoughts and behaviors that interfere with sleep, offering a long-term solution without medication. As we move into old age, our sleep continues to evolve. A common belief is that older adults need much less sleep, but this is not entirely true. The United States National Sleep Foundation recommends that adults over 65 aim for 7 to 8 hours of sleep per night. This is only slightly less than the 7 to 9 hours recommended for younger adults. The need for restorative sleep does not disappear with age. It remains essential for cognitive function, emotional balance, and physical health. The main difference is not the amount of sleep needed, but the structure and quality of that sleep, which tends to change. The architecture of our sleep changes significantly after the age of 50. The amount of deep, slow-wave sleep we get progressively decreases. This is the most restorative stage of sleep, crucial for physical repair and memory consolidation. With less deep sleep, our sleep becomes lighter and more fragmented. This makes older adults more sensitive to disturbances like noise or light, and leads to more frequent awakenings during the night. The sleep-wake cycle can also shift, causing some to feel sleepy earlier in the evening and wake up earlier in the morning, a pattern known as advanced sleep phase. Several factors contribute to these changes in sleep quality. The prevalence of other health conditions that can disrupt sleep, such as chronic pain from arthritis, respiratory illnesses, or heart conditions, increases with age. Sleep disorders like sleep apnea and restless leg syndrome also become more common. Furthermore, lifestyle changes associated with retirement can have a negative impact. The lack of a structured daily routine, a more sedentary lifestyle, and reduced social engagement can all weaken the body's natural sleep-wake signals, making it harder to maintain a consistent sleep pattern. To improve sleep in the golden years, it is important to reinforce a strong daily routine. Maintaining a regular sleep-wake schedule, even on weekends, helps to anchor the body's internal clock. Getting exposure to bright natural sunlight in the morning is a powerful signal to the brain to be awake and alert, which helps regulate the sleep cycle. Regular physical activity, preferably in the morning or early afternoon, also promotes deeper sleep at night. Finally, it is wise to limit daytime naps to just 15 to 20 minutes, and avoid taking them late in the afternoon, as long or late naps can interfere with nighttime sleep. Small, consistent changes can make a world of difference. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.